All right, what is up, guys? So today we're not gonna be doing arms, back, chest, or legs. We are gonna do pretty much forearms today, but really my primary focus today is more on the transitions when we get to the cut. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more abs today, and as for aesthetic reasons, it would be forearms. But basically, we're hitting muscles today that you don't normally primarily would hit when you go to the gym. So yeah, let's do that.
If your mind stays continuous with set after set after set, that's what makes you better. Was every day being able to look at myself in the mirror and see what I'm building. You never want to show the weight that you scared that this is some heavy ass weight. The greatest moment of my life, winning the Mr. Olympia. When I came out, I just came out there. I did that fucking quad stomp, and it's like the place went fucking crazy, man. You got to be a little mental, I think, to do what I did. I don't want to sound crazy, but you have to be a little fucked up in the fucking mindset of like getting up every day and pushing yourself. When you're eating 12 to 16 ounces of meat and 100 to 150 grams of carbs every meal, and you're doing that 7 times, and you do it day in, day out, you got to have a very simple mindset. You can't be social, you can't be out doing a lot of other activities. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is. I was always on track with everything. Everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. Like, the phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. Like, that's all I cared about. Like, that was what my life was like. It was like go full fucking throttle every day. That discipline was there. I always tell everyone it wasn't about the body, it was about the mind at first. But I trained my ass off. I'll say this without arrogance. Jake Cutler's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. I never had a lot of self-doubt. People look at it as arrogance, and I'm just so confident that maybe sometimes I come off as that, but I've been knocked out enough times and came back from it that I just never gave up, and I always believed in myself. And I was so disciplined, man. There was no bodybuilder on this fucking planet that was more disciplined than I was at that time. I felt like a fucking machine, man. Everything just clicked. Like I told you, I could do anything. I went in the gym and I trained with light weights, I trained with heavy weights. It didn't matter what I did. Everything just clicked.
All right, let's work on the lower abs with these. For reps, I don't really have anything in particular in my head. I just do really as many as I can. Yeah. Balance. Yeah, that's the keys. Kind of preventing the butt from hitting the bench. Just barely enough. Creates tension here. And it is good that we start this off now. That way we can kind of transition a bit more cleanly into the cut. Yeah. So the cut won't be as excruciating.
The more time you spend alone with yourself, the more time that you will be able to understand who you are. When I mean understand who you are, I'm talking about without any outside interference, without any friends, without any peer pressure of wanting to be like someone else. The more time you spend alone, you're going to figure out, okay, what your purpose is. And I say that because of this. God will talk to you. You start seeking in those moments of not having any outside distractions. What happens is things become clear. Clarity sets in. And you're able to make decisions not based on what you saw that day or what you heard that day or what that person may have said to you. You're able to make decisions based on how you feel internally, okay?
Working a bit on the separation, but here too. It is an interesting ab exercise because it's like doing them all, but it is doing the lower abs, but also the obliques. You should give it a try. Just make sure to not hit your butt against the bench. Would just be this angle. Okay. Two cables.
I was so tunnel vision that I literally did nothing else. I thought about nothing else. Nobody understood it. What the hell are you doing? And why are you eating like a robot every 2.5 and 3 hours and doing this? And what's this all about? I always felt like I was different, like I didn't really fit in. Some people got something inside them. It's like burning something inside that you've got to do. You feel different, like you don't fit in. At least I did. This is my passion. This is what I love doing. And if I don't do this, what am I going to do? Curl up and die? I remember there was a big snowstorm. There was no cars on the road. There was no cars, no buses, there's no transport. I trudged through that snow up past my knees to the gym. It took me about an hour and a half to get to the gym. And I thought to myself, you know what? Those fuckers in California right now, they're driving their Porsche, their Ferrari out in the sun, going to the beach. I'm here trudging through the snow, and they're going to pay for that.
Lee found out when he was 12 or 13 that his father was gay. I'd kept it from him all these years, which was a stupid thing to do, thinking I was protecting him. And everyone at school was calling Lee a faggot, and your dad's a fag. And at the time, when Lee started bodybuilding and he was shaving his legs, oh yeah, you're just going to be like your dad, you're going to be a queer. And the taunting and the hurt that he went through. His father disowned him because he changed his name to Priest, which was a stage name, and that really hurt Lee. He was sort of the class clown because he was so hurt with all the homosexual taunts he got. And he was just getting them every day, every day. He was training by then and training hard. He said he's got a business and he'll let Lee work for him. Lee was bored, he was bright, and because all he wanted to do by then was be a bodybuilder.
Dude, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Listen, no lie, if you said to me, I've seen Ronnie Coleman, obviously I competed with him, no one could ever blow your mind like Lee Priest looked when he was 21 years old.
Fucking nuts, right?
It was, I walked in the gym and I remember like looking at him and saying, how is that even possible? He could barely walk, his legs were so big.
What do you think he was weighing when you seen him?
260, but he wasn't fat.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, he's shorter,
Yeah.
but he was unbelievable.
All right, I think we'll leave it there. Yeah. Let's pose down. I never actually posed a bit of abs, so why not? Let's see what we got. Not sure if I'm too highlighted. I don't think so. It's for 1, 2, 3. And if we just get on that lower abs, which you could see, starting to fill in a little, we'll have boom, boom, boom. Something like this. Okay. All right. I mean, nothing crazy. We just did abs and forearms. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to say of it. I mean, what I care mostly, of course, is both, but it'd be forearms. Because if I can get right now, I think my arm should be 15 inches. And my forearms, I think, are 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, if I can get my forearms to 14 inches, 1 inch is a difference. Yeah, it's not a big difference, but it's a noticeable difference. Of course, that would be awesome if my forearms would be the same size as my arms in general. Yeah, but that's obviously a completely different type of work that I should be doing. It's not just only this. It's almost doing it every single day, like an arm wrestler. That's why when you look at Andre, although that guy has great genetics for forearms too, but his forearms are literally... Well, no. Recently, I just saw his arms are like 26 inches. But his forearms are about 24. 24 is a lot for a forearm. I want to do that. I'll do like one of these videos, probably training at home, just doing forearms and see how it goes for like 300 days consecutively. My forearms will for sure grow as well with my hands. My hands will turn a lot more thicker. Yeah. Look forward to that. Like this part of the palm would just be a ball at that point. My thumbs will be a lot bigger. Yeah, because of the wrists and... Hell, your hands have muscles too. You're making those bigger. Why should you not? Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about besides that. Kind of, as I said yesterday, we're waiting for 2 weeks until we reach the end of this bulk. And I'm just eating as much as I can. I'm trying to collect as much as a good card deck right now until we have to reveal them at the end of by the 25th. And after Thanksgiving, that's when the new cut cycle comes in. It's going to be a very Thrasher face. Thrasher in the sense of just, I don't know if I call it bloodlust, in the sense of dryness. I feel like I'm going to be so dry when I'll be cutted out, but we'll see. I've never done a cut. But I just have an intuition that's going to be the case. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.